welcome to part 2 of the WhoDunItAthon vlog. Whoever thought I was going to split up my vlogs, but I did so much yapping on in the first 4 days of this readathon that I just posted the vlog because it was 20 minutes long or something ridiculous like that. So this is part 2. So it's Friday, so that's day 6 of WhoDunItAthon, and something happened last night. I bailed. I'm bailing. I am 78 pages in and I can't do it. There's no way I could read this entire book. I rolled my eyes at least 150 times in the first 78 pages. We had the murder scene with the coincidence. Then we had old mate's backstory, and it was about him killing his spy mate, and him being a really good spy, and him being the head of the spy guys in Europe, and then him finding out about Russian payments. It was painfully horrible to read, and I just can't do this sort of book. I just can't. I'm sure it's very interesting to a lot of people, but for me, it was horrible. I don't like cop dramas. I don't like spy thrillers. It's just not in me. So I have to bail on this book. Sean, you'll be proud. I just can't do it. So I have to find something else for challenge 3, I guess, because this was my most hyped book. I think I might just replace it with a Miss Marple or something, because Miss Marple's hyped, right? Agatha Christie, must read. I don't know. I'll think of something. So we're on to the next one. This is The Far Back Country. This is well, not quite the whodunit, so it's sort of the family mystery of what happened to the brother. So yeah, I will start this. I haven't started it yet. I think I read a first couple of pages last night. But also, what's the problem with this readathon at the moment is that it's the Australian Open, which is the Grand Slam tennis tournament in Melbourne, and the Australians are doing really well, and I'm saying that really surprised because we don't really have very many great tennis players flying around. So there was a really great game of tennis where this Australian came back and won in 5 sets last night, so we were all glued to the screen and watching that. So it's not conducive to reading, but yeah, I'm going to start this at some stage. Today has been delightful already. So we've just been at a friend's place there were 10 kids there. It was crazy. And then I'm just about to collect another 3 children, and we're going to hang out for the afternoon with them while their mum does some stuff that needs to get done. That's what mums do, huh? Help each other out. So yeah. So I'm about to have 5 kids for the afternoon, and then it's Xbox games on the big screen again tonight. So I just don't think I'm going to start with this at all. But I thought I'd jump on and check in and introduce part 2. How fancy. Part 2 of the WhoDunItAthon vlog. Okay, I will talk to you when I've actually read a book. Bye. Okay, you can go first.
Okay. Oh no, you can go first because the last time at our old house you won.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay, this is where we're at. Hi, how are you? It's Saturday, day 6. It's Saturday, day 6 of WhoDunItAthon. Okay. Sorry, it's just been a really full-on morning. I've been out and I've come back. I went out to a garage sale and found some mangas. I've never read mangas before. Here, let's talk about my garage sale pet peeve. When the person hosting the garage sale yaps at you all the time, just constantly is talking, and you're trying to read and go through all of the books and they're just talking at you. And then in all of that talking at you, they prove themselves to be quite judgmental, maybe even blatantly racist people, and you just want to get out of there. So you just pick up whatever you can pick up and go. But anyway, I got a couple of mangas, and I got The Prince of Tennis for my son. So we will see what the Prince of Tennis does. That she had advertised that there were mangas and I went along, but they were her daughter's mangas, so they were all really kind of violent and full on, and yeah. Anyway, I got a couple, and I picked up some beautiful wood pieces. But anyway, blah blah blah. Reading today. Let's talk about that. Hang on, I'll put you down. Let's talk about The Far Back Country, which I just started to read this morning. I feel unpatriotic by not liking an Australian book, but there's a shitload of Australian books, so they're not all going to be great, right? I don't think this is going to be for me. The writing is very short and sharp. It does not flow. Hang on. Let me just read you. This is on the first page of the book. The rest was dust, scrub, along old wash lines, blue bush, black oak, old man salt bush, tired green tracing lost water, petering to low mallee, dead mulga, sly wink of desert varnish, halos of salt. Beyond that, across thin hills and iron ridges, great ribs and drifts and spines of it, stepping a glittering distance and him with it. I mean, what the hell does that mean? I know what it means. Like, she's describing the bush. I get that. But it's like her editor or someone said to her, describe it in as many words as you can fit in. We'll just put commas in between them, and that'll be fabulous. Yeah, for me, great writing isn't about metaphors and inanimate objects yawning and sighing and dancing and playing. I mean, it's really hard for me to describe my reaction to this book, but I'm reading it like, right, he's in the bush. Right, he built a fence. Right, it's really hot. You know, like the writing isn't taking me there. I'm drawing conclusions from all of the words. I'm just kind of summarizing the words, which I think should have been done already. I don't know. Maybe this writing is just not for me. Yeah, I would just like it to just be a little more, not easier to read, because it's easy to read, but just flow a little more. I'm just finding it hard to explain what I mean, but yeah. As I read it and I understand it more, I might understand why it's written this way. That might have something to do with it. So I'm going to continue to read. I'm not bailing on it or anything, but my first 2 chapters are not impressive at all. Anyway, it is what it is. So yeah, hopefully this turns out to be all right. My plan should be to read half of this today, but it's Saturday and there's stuff on, and yeah, so I'm going to the gym now. I joined a gym. Did I tell you that? Yeah, I haven't joined a gym since before I had children. So we're talking 10 years here. So yeah, it's just something I wanted to do when we moved here, just because I want to feel a little less like a frumpy mama and a little bit more like Natalie. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, so I'm going to go to the gym now, and then yeah, we're going to spend the day with some friends and all that sort of stuff. I just needed a couple of hours to myself this morning, is what I said to my husband, which is nice. Oh, the BookTube prize. The long list came out. Did you see it? It was great. I think there were 3 Australian authors in there, 3 Australian books. I've only read Terra Nullius, so I haven't even read the Tim Winton novel. I need to fix that up, actually. I should borrow that out and make that happen. I love the way that it's set out with the pools, like Robert's love for English Premier League. I think it's brilliant, and to see everything sort of condensed down and knocked out in each round and all that sort of stuff. So I'm really interested to see who makes it to the quarterfinals. Yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah, good job, Robert, for organising it. The BookTube prize, it's really exciting. I haven't read many of the books, but I'm really excited about that happening today. So yeah, I'm going to go to the gym, and then I'll talk to you after, and hopefully I still have some more time without the children to just be. We will see. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. I'm back from the gym. That's not nice. I'm washing sheets. That's what beds look like when you wash sheets. I'm back from the gym. This is how red I go when I go to the gym. It's, yeah. I went and stopped and got some kombucha, and now my husband's totally got the kids for the morning, and they're going to the pool, and I was kind of like, what am I going to do? I'm all by myself. I'm not used to it. So I'm going to clean the house, because that's what we do when we have time by ourselves, and then read some more of that crazy book and see whether I can get into it. I do need to go to the library. I do need to do that Indian stuff. Sean showed me his Indian fiction collection. I don't know if you saw that video. It was awesome. He has a rocking Indian fiction collection. So now I need to go through each one and work out what I have and what I don't have. That's what I'm going to do. That'll be fun. Okay, and I've got the BookTube prize to go. Oh, I'm busy, busy, busy. Okay, I'm just going to sit for a sec. I'm exhausted. This looks like whey, but it's ginger and turmeric kombucha, and it's delicious. Whew, okay. Oh, that was cold. Bye. Sunday. I left you in the lurch yesterday because while I was chatting to you, I remembered I needed to do the Indian fiction thing, so I did that. And that video was a lot of fun to make, but it took a bit of time. But that's cool. It was great fun. And then we went to a friend's house for a barbie. That's how Saturday ended up. And then it's probably, 3 in the afternoon or something now. I went to yoga this morning. It was fabulous. And then markets, Sunday markets. And then we went to markets, and then we've been hanging out together. Our littlest is a bit out of sorts. He's a bit tired. There's been a lot going on. So we just kind of bunkered down, played a lot of games, played with cars, just had a really easy day. And now Denny's taken them to the BMX track, and I'm going to start to read, because I haven't read in a couple of days. So yeah, we're going to do that. Another awesome thing happened was our neighbour. If you saw the last vlog, I have a wonderful neighbour, and she brought us over lunch again. And there were these gorgeous stuffed spinach leaves with rice and delicious spices, and another pile of bread. I didn't take any footage of that, but it was just delicious. So I've made her some brownies. They've just resting, just came out of the oven. So I'm trying to repay her in some way, shape or form, but I just don't know if I can. Her food is so delicious. So I'm going to settle in for the afternoon, read, try and get into the far back country here. Try and get into this book. I'm dreading it, but hopefully I can. And watch the Australian Opens on. So Nadal is playing right now for any tennis fans. I love watching the tennis. And our Australian biggest hope beat Sharapova just before. So that was exciting too. Big day of tennis. Righto. Blah, blah, blah. Talk to you later. I'm trying, but I can't. Writing is not for me. It's really, It's all of those things I spoke about yesterday. It's just short and sharp and nothing flows and everything is a metaphor. Everything is a metaphor. Everything is, her life was turned inside out like a sock. And, just, there's so many examples. It's just too much. I'm going to put it down. I'm not going to bail. Well, I'm pretty much going to bail. I'm bailing. It's happened. It's happened. There are too many good books to read for me to persist with things. I read 50-something pages. It had a chance. I'm going to have to find something else for challenge 4, I think this was, with the trees on the cover. There's 2 challenges I've bailed on. I'm not going to read that book. It's too much. It's too much for me to take in. It's just not for me. Could be for other people. I could be really missing out on something. But right now, all too hard. Okay. So that goes back to the library. Oh, man. I'm in trouble here. The last book on my TBR is Cairo. This was for the genre bending challenge. So I might as well just start this one and give this one a crack and see how I go. And then I have to find 2 more books to replace those other 2 challenges. Oh man. Okay. I just read the prologue for this Cairo book. It's already 200 times better than any page I read in that other book. I didn't have to reread passages and try and deal with the lack of flow. Phew, I'm glad I bailed. Now let's get stuck into it. I. Good one. What comes next? I. J.